Greenfield Village and the Greenfield Village Railway. For the safety of our younger riders, we ask that the adults with them place themselves on the outside of the road. If it's not practical, make sure that they are held or easily within your reach. Also, we ask that you do not stand up and move around whatsoever while the train is in motion, keeping your head, hands, and feet inside the cars at all times. Eating and drinking is not allowed, but water from a water bottle enclosed is fine. We are going to go on a 30-minute ride around the Greenfield Village. We'll make 2 stops at 2 different stations along the way. Sit back and enjoy your ride. My name is Christine, and I'll be your conductor. Thank you.
Are you really my conductor? All aboard!
Thank you so much from our up-and-coming conductors. We're going to say goodbye to Pat and to Chris, our station masters. They were so helpful making sure everybody got on board safely and on time. Thank you so much. When you came into the gates of Greenfield Village today, you came into over 300 years of American history. That was the dream of Henry Ford. He wanted everybody to see what Americans in the past made with their hands and worked with their hands so that you would be inspired. The Greenfield Village is divided into 7 different districts. The very first one is the Henry Ford Model T. Over to your left, you'll see a white farmhouse. That was built in 1861. It's the birthplace of Henry Ford. He was born on July 30th, 1863. He was the oldest of 6 children. He left home at the age of 16 and headed to Detroit to work with machines. Farm life was not for him. After visiting the farmhouse, go over to the Ford Motor Company and listen to how he came up with the vision of the motor car, the Model T, in 1908. The sheep that you see there, those are merino sheep. Notice that they've been sheared recently, and you can see their wrinkled skin. That allows them to produce more wool. Maybe you have a sweater or a scarf that was made of merino wool. You have these sheep to thank for it. Our next district, Main Street, we have the home of the Wright brothers and the Wright Brothers Cycle Shop. We call it the birthplace of aviation. It was on December 17, 1903, when they took that first flight at Kitty Hawk. After visiting there, across the street, visit Mrs. Cohen's Millinery. We have staff making hats and other accessories like they did back in the 1880s, and they are for purchasing. Then down the street, we have the Herschel's Spillman Carousel, built in 1913. I hope you get a chance to take a ride on this historic artifact with the menagerie van with pictures. Our next district, the statue of Thomas Edison says it all, Edison at Works. It is here in front of us that we have the Menlo Park complex. Way over to the left, the brick building is the machine shop. In front of us, the 2-story structure, it's upstairs on the 2nd floor where he had his laboratory, and he came up with wonderful inventions, the incandescent light bulb, the phonograph, improving on the telephone and the telegraph. Over 420 patents were received by Edison and his crew here. And the young men that worked for him, they would rent a room at Sarah Jordan's boarding house. It's the yellow house that you see on your left. It made history of its own in December of 1879 because it was the very first home fitted for electricity. Going inside, you'll see all the wires on the outside of the walls. A presenter will tell you more. And when he wintered in Florida, he continued working on inventions from 1880 until 1931 at his Fort Myers laboratory. Our next district is Porches and Parliers, and what a beautiful way to come into it is crossing through the Atlee-covered bridge, built in 1832. It is here that we have the home of some famous people. Robert Frost, the poet. Noah Webster, he's the person who came up with the American Dictionary of the English Language in 1828. We also have the Gidding family home. Mr. Gidding was a shipping merchant, and he traded with the West Indies. And then we have the Hermitage slave quarters. Slaves, American slaves, were the ones that built them out of brick, and they lived there. The Hermitage plantation from Byron, Georgia. We are now coming into the Susquehanna plantation. Station. Please remain seated. The engineer will set a brake, giving us the sound of a single whistle, letting us know it is safe to come off the train. You're going to exit to your left side. Wave hello to Mike as we come into the station. We're only here for 4 minutes before we move on.